Alright, so I haven't done a lot of videos recently. I've been busy doing shit like this all throughout my house. There's my dog. Cthulhu, come here. Come here, buddy. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you're not going to say hi for the camera because you don't know what the fuck it is. There you go. Hello. Oh, you want kisses? Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Alright, off you go. Go away. Go on. So I've been doing demo work and remodeling this area. For those of you who've watched my videos, this is my laundry room. This is where I record most of my stuff. But I want to turn it into a project space. I got a 3D printer that I need to put together. I have my Arduino board that I need to get set. I got coding that I got to do. I got projects up the wazoo. So, in trying to save some space, I bought a new washer and dryer. They're coming in at some point, and I decided that we would do them stacked so that I could build an L-shaped desk and have a little bit more space to put stuff out on. While I was routing my utilities from that area over there to this area over here, installing a gas line, and putting all that stuff together, I hired this guy to come in and lay tile. Now it shows and spec this wood look tile. The wood look tile is pretty fantastic. We're going for more like an old-fashioned thing, and that's the theme that we want our house to be. So there's a couple things you got to do. One, you cannot lay it out in a grid. That's the first thing. Number two, the grouting and the grout lines have to be very thin, 1/8 inch, 3/16 of an inch, something like that. Second major thing. Guess what he did? In a grid, 1/4 inch spacers. And I've measured these grout lines, it's 1/2 inch. And this shit's ridiculous too, right? Like, I have no idea how the man was planning on grouting this shit because, holy shit, take a look at that, right? Look how high up the grout comes here, right? Look at that. Look at that right there. It comes like right to the top. How the fuck are you planning on actually grouting that? He mixed the thinset way too watery, and so it just flowed up around the tile. It's a mess. It took him 2 days, and he finished basically that row, this row, and the other row. This is an 8.5 by 9.5 room. He got 3 rows of tile done. He hasn't even used half of our materials in 2 days. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So, I have to go through and redo the work because, you know, on top of all those issues, he also stuck tiles that are exactly the same print together. My wife's pissed. So how do we do this? I don't want to go buy a whole bunch of new materials, so I need to reclaim my tile. And when trying to do that, there's kind of a little bit of a technique that you have to kind of develop to get the tile up without smacking it and shattering it. I'm not perfect. There are broken pieces. There's more than that one. But there aren't really any guides or hints online, so I've had to use my understanding of engineering to sit there and figure out how to not break porcelain while popping it up from cement. And it's not been easy. So I'm going to show you a general, like, what you got to do with some of the techniques, and then I'm going to try to actually pop a tile. I tried to do this video a couple times. It's kind of difficult to coordinate it because, fuck, I'm not doing this as like an actual demonstration. This is like just me. Like, this is always how I do my videos, but it's a massive pain in the ass, and I hate it when it fails. So when you have all of this extra thinset, I generally use a cold chisel for masonry. And, you know, I'll use my hammer, and I'll smack my chisel around, and I'll use that to clear out the grout line. In the event that that's done for the most part, then, sorry about that. In the event that's done for the most part, I'll use this thing, which is my little scraper. And I will go in with the edge of the scraper, and I will edge out the bottom of the tile. That's the goal. Now, I don't think I'm going to pop this tile because there's a fuckload of grout on this one. The reason this one with the other one was popped in between was I was trying to do that for another demonstration video, and it just came up a little bit too easy. So, here's how you do that. You go in, and what you're looking for is you're looking for that little kind of black, see that crease line where it lips underneath the tile? That's what you're looking for. You need to get your squeegee or whatever the hell this thing is in there. And then you want to pop it. You want to pop it in the middle of the tile. The reason is you're basically putting the entire porcelain tile under tension. If you pop it too fast, it ruptures. So you are putting a little bit of tension on it. Hold on, I didn't get that very good. Let me clear that out. So you want to get in there, and then you're going to pop, right? And you're going to hold it. Shit. This might not work. Let me try it on this one. To try to lift, and if you do it right, and you go slow, you get the tile to pop and come off. Now, because, I'll show you the grout technique some other time, but because he didn't use a very good grout technique, some of these tiles come up real easy, some of them don't come up easy at all. Some of them require a tremendous amount of force to even lift up off the ground. That one actually came up pretty easy. But what you want to do is you want to make sure you're pretty much in the center of the tile and you aren't putting a lot of force on and you aren't putting on it quickly. The crystalline structure can flex and it can hold stress and strain to a certain point, and you just want to get it to bend up a little bit so that the adhesive is breaking the bonds along the side of the underside of the porcelain tile evenly on both sides. If you lift on one end of the tile, you will snap it. My wife sat there and went, oh, well, you know, I only snapped half of the tiles that I did that way. And I was like, yes, you snapped half the tiles because his putty failed horribly on half the tiles, and those are the ones you didn't snap. But if you use this technique, you should be able to recover your materials in the event that a tile job goes horribly, horribly wrong.